Welcome to the Everton News Daily, brought to you in partnership with the SofaScore app. The SofaScore app is free to download. Go and check it out. The link's in the description. Sean Dyche held his post-match press conference after Everton's 2-0 defeat at the Etihad on Saturday against Manchester City. Everton did quite well in the main. The manager was asked for his thoughts on the game. This is what he had to say.
Defensively, very pleasing for a large part of the game. I think they only had 3 shots on target from that point of view. It's unusual when you come here. So that side of the game I thought was very pleasing for the tactical understanding, the energy and the work ethic of the players. The frustrating part, which don't get me wrong, it's hard to do it. They react very quickly and they're good on transit. I've said it for years, it's not just the way they play, their defensive side, the way they see the picture and how quickly they turn their mental transition into defending when attacking, how quickly they react to that and shut it down. So that is a challenge. But when we had them moments, we didn't keep the ball, we didn't find the passes necessary to bring you into the game offensively as many times as we needed to. And equally, when they come up, play the high line to try and press you, we didn't find the passing behind. It's a big frustration of mine. We can't, it's something we need to challenge the players with constantly here, is to find that passing behind, because we've seen it in recent weeks. A lot of teams now trying to do that idea of pressing, which we do as well at times, pressing a higher line. So, seeing the picture is difficult. Easy for me sitting and stand, quite obviously. Not so easy when you're at pitch level, but that's part of the challenge, turning defensive, good displays defensively, and challenge yourself to turn them into offensive displays as well.
In those moments, is it...
There you go. Disappointing, really. Everton, like I said before we heard from Sean Dyche, Everton did well up until to a point, but obviously Manchester City too good in the end. The manager was asked about the return of Amadou Onana, which was an important person to see back in the squad. We need all the players we can get at the moment. The manager also provided us with an update on Doucoure.
Yeah, I thought he did well when he came on. He looked bright, and he's looked bright around the place, coming back from injury. Gamma's worked ever so hard again, Jimmy as well, I think 2 good performers in there. Seamus gets a few more minutes. We're beginning to get full fitness back. It's going to be important over the remaining games of the season, and we'll hopefully have better news during this week on Doucoure as well, being out in the grass.
There you go. Everton have found it difficult of late to score goals. We scored 2 against Spurs last week in both from set plays. But the manager was asked why he thinks Everton's goals have dried up in recent matches. This was his response to that question.
Yeah, well, like I say, they're the moments of truth. Getting in the right areas, the shot count remains high. Not so much today. Obviously, it's tough to come here and dominate that. We all know that. I think they're unbeaten as well here this season. So, it gives you a measure of where they're at. That's the moment of truth, and that's why often them players here have done that down their careers in varying positions, not just the centre forwards. And that's why players end up being worth fortunes. And our players are still in that growth mode, I think. Not all of them. There's some a bit more mature. There's a lot of them still growing, and I reference that to them after the game. All the details of the game have to be adhered to, and the final moment of truth is often the one that you challenge to be the best at. And that's a calmness, a belief in your technique, and a belief in what you do in the training ground. So that when your chance comes, that automatic behaviour kicks in. You're not searching for it because it's already there.
There you go. Everton under-21 transfer window signing Kingsford Boakye made his debut for Everton under-21 side on Friday night. They played Aston Villa, but unfortunately the game finished in a 2-1 defeat against Villa. A goal from Jang Pate for the Toffees wasn't enough to get them a result. The 19-year-old Boakye joined as a free agent, having previously been with Milan. He signed a 2.5-year deal with Everton until the summer of 2026, and his work permit has now been approved. So good luck to him. Good to see him starting the game, and hopefully now he will begin his development. Everton on loan midfielder Sean McAllister made his full debut at the weekend for Inverness Caledonian Thistle, but they lost to Hibs 3-1 in the Scottish Cup. And Eli Campbell, who is on loan at Fleetwood, started again. Unfortunately for them, they were beaten 2-1 at Lincoln. That is it for the News Daily. Like I say, download the SofaScore app. Why wouldn't you? It's free. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you later.